Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Lacey. So today guys, I'm not going to talk very much for this intro because this is a long video. I am doing a palette declutter video, so if you guys are interested in that, just keep watching this video. I'm going to warn you that this is kind of a very lengthy video. I wanted to just be kind of descriptive. Didn't want to just fly through them. So if you guys are interested in seeing what palettes I have, what palettes I'm keeping, what palettes I'm getting rid of, then just check this out. It's 2019, new year, new me. Anyways guys, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. And also if you hit the little bell next to it, that'll inform you every single time I upload a new video. Well, and because I don't do an outro, I am going to go ahead and tell you guys, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you guys in the next video. So let's go ahead and jump on into this one. Okay guys, so I have this sitting like this because, well, you know, I'm fancy bitch. So I have this facing this way because this is my palette drawer. And well, I'm a ratchet ass bitch, so I'll give you guys like a quick little view of my setup. Over here's an organizer and trash, my bad, that's trash. And then like camera stuff down here. And then this is like a miscellaneous drawer. This is my vanity, obviously. This is the top of my vanity. So we are gonna have to go up top too because there is also palettes up there. But for now, we're going to start with this extremely full drawer. And I put this thing down because it's an old backdrop that is way too short to be behind me unless I'm like zoomed all the way in. And yeah, well, it's just nice for like pictures and whatnot. So there's like palettes everywhere. I might honestly forget some. I tried to prepare the best I could. But for now, we're just going to start in here. So this is a mixture of like eyeshadows, mainly eyeshadows, some contour palettes, some highlighter, cheek, stuff like that palettes. Okay, so let's just start right away. I obviously have BoxyCharm. You guys have seen my videos. So this is still in its package, and this is the Pure Midnight Masquerade palette. I have never played with this. This just ain't my cup of tea, y'all. So there's 6 eyeshadows, and the only matte one is this one. And then it's got like a highlighter, a bronzer, and 2 blushes, but they're all shimmery. So I think, you know what, since this is declutter video, I think I am going to put that in a giveaway. So I'm going to start a pile over here. And then I'm going to go into this. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette. This is the Hot Spice one. And I really enjoy this palette a whole lot. And it has like a nice array of colors. So I'm keeping that. Next I have this Pure Sculptor palette. And it looks like this. And it's like a contour and a highlight palette. And the highlights in here are gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you. But like for my skin tone, these are so dark. And it smells so good. It smells like chocolate. But you know, I keep this for like backup, and I don't know, I just keep it because it's not bad if you're light-handed on lighter skin, but this is definitely better for darker skin tones. But I am gonna hold on to it because, I mean, I ain't mad at her. Obviously, this is taking me back to Brazil. You guys, if you watch my channel, you absolutely know that I'm a bright color whore. I love bright colors. Any kind of eyeshadow palette that has bright colors in it automatically attracts me. So I'm definitely keeping this. I still haven't really got to use this a whole lot. There's a bunch of shades in here that I have never even touched, like this one. I don't think any of these bottom row I have not touched. So yeah, we're gonna keep her. This is actually a lip palette I got in a subscription box, and this is another item that I'm kind of debating whether I want to put in a giveaway or not. It's a really nice palette. And it even has like a little contour thing to show you how to do your lips. It's by Aesthetica. But it comes with 2 pencils with actually 4 lip liners because there's one on each end. and it comes with a brush, and the brush is actually really nice, and 6 shades to do your lips with. Very pretty palette, but I just don't see myself getting much use out of it, so I think I am gonna put that in a giveaway. Okay, so if you guys watched my last video, you seen this palette. This is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Iconic Division palette. It is supposed to be a dupe for Subculture, which actually I just got. BRB, I'm gonna go grab that. Mama's back. So yeah, anyway, I do have Subculture. I haven't used it. I literally just got it yesterday or the day before. Oh, so literally I was looking at these palettes and like I was just checking out the Subculture one, and I didn't think that this was a dupe, but if you look at this, it truly is. It is seriously a dead-on dupe. I thought that this color did not go with nothing in this palette. It's like really light. You can't even see that. It's like really light with pink tones, pink glitter in it, but literally like even down to the shimmers, they are the same. Like here's a coppery one, there's a coppery one, there's this greenish one, there's a greenish one, there's this like white one with pink reflex in it, that's the same. And then like this and this, this and this, this and this, like it's seriously almost a spot on dupe. Like the only color that obviously this palette does not have that this one does is this black down here. That's it. They just like needed one more shade, so they just like threw a black in there. Anyways, I don't really care for this. Obviously I have not used this, so I'm gonna keep this and I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, so moving right along to this Stila palette. This is the Eyes Are the Window palette, and this is the Soul palette. And I, believe it or not, have never used this. This is what it looks like. I know that this color and this color are broken, but I got them that way. But literally, I think I have used that shade and that shade only in this palette. This is just so cool tone and just not my cup of tea. These two are broken and this one is used. The rest of them are untouched. It's pretty. It's too light for me, it's too neutral, and it's just too cool toned. I don't like really any of that. I need like a darker shade, and I just honestly, like, this is a pricey palette for me to never play with, so I am going to put that in the get rid of pile. Okay, so this palette doesn't even have a lid, and I usually just kind of like throw it over in the corner, but this palette has been with me for a while. It's probably extremely expired, but let me tell you what, like, this is actually a pretty pigmented palette. They're not the best shadows I've ever played with, but like they're not bad. I think this was one of those like BH Cosmetic, or what are they called? I can't even think of the other brand that did these palettes. If I remember, I will put it somewhere on the screen. But yeah, I think it was one of those. My friend gave this to me years ago before I really got into makeup or had a makeup collection. And I honestly only keep this because if I need to do like a crazy look or Halloween makeup and I need some colors that I don't really care about ruining or running through really quick, this is what I grab. I mean, they're chalky, but damn, look at that pigment, yo. But look how chalky that is. That's flaking right off. This actually just came in BoxyCharm. It is the Tarte Volume of the C3. I'm not gonna use this. I got rid of the last one. I gave it to my mom. There is literally one matte shade in here. It is extremely light. I never am gonna use this. I'm gonna throw this in my giveaway pile. I mean, it's pretty, but it's just not for me. And moving right along, this also came in a subscription box this month, and I was actually pretty excited about it. I don't have a lot of crown palettes, but this honestly kind of disappointed me. It's pretty, and oh my god, you guys, it has color. But I'm not gonna use this because, don't get me wrong, like, I want to touch it and I want to see the pigmentation so bad. But it's disappointing because there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4 matte shades in here, and all the rest of them are shimmers. And like, don't get me wrong, like, these shades are beautiful, but like, I feel like I can't really create a whole look with this because they did put too many shimmers in here, and I literally have all the rest of these colors in other palettes, so I am going to put that in a giveaway. This is one thing that was sent to me. This is the Glitz Glam Eyeshadow by Beauty Glazed. I have never used this brand. I think they do a lot of like knockoff dupe makeup. I got this via PR from Be Forever Glammed. This palette is actually really pretty. I like the colors in it. I don't really understand these glitters because they like don't go with these colors up here, but I mean they're just typical glitter shades. It looks very pretty. I really haven't got to touch anything other than this shade in it for my New Year's Eve glam look, so I do want to play with this some more. This is my Blood Sugar palette. I just got this. I haven't even touched it yet. Like, I haven't swatched it or nothing. I'll tell you what, this thing is hella hard to open. So I find it very weird that mine didn't come with like that sheet, that like plastic sheet that comes on palettes. Why, Jeffree Star? Why? I mean, nothing was wrong with it. I look, like, you can see that I literally have not even touched none of these shades. They're so pretty. I can't wait to do a look. I'm so excited. I'm definitely keeping that. I've been trying to get my hands on it since freaking Vietnam. Next we have the Alien palette. You guys know my ass ain't getting rid of this. Still don't love the packaging that much, this part of the packaging, but love these colors. I actually use black hole for like all my black eyeshadow, anything I do black eyeshadow with, so yeah, definitely keeping this. This is my single shadows. I mean, obviously I'm not getting rid of this. I have some Juvia's Place shadows in here. This one I think is Ofra. I don't know. I think that one's Ofra. This is a ColourPop shadow. And then on the other side is my one Anastasia shadow, and the rest are all of my Vivid Pigment bundle from Colored Rain, which I need to get a little more use out of. I still haven't even used half of these. So this is my Pinky Rose Bright Lights palette. If you guys want to see a review on that, I will leave it up in the eye. I absolutely love this palette. It is not going nowhere. This is the only neon palette I have. I have heard horrible reviews on this, but I don't understand them at all because I love this palette. The blendability in this palette is amazing. The colors are so pretty, and they just launched, I think, 3 or 4 more, and I'm gonna grab them all eventually. So this is one of my 2 Violet Voss palettes. This is the Flamingo palette. Obviously I had to have it because, I mean, look at those colors, y'all. I haven't used these a whole lot, but let me tell you, from what I have used, I did a look one day with just this palette. I wasn't in love with the mattes, but I tell you, I used like this shade and this shade in my Cotton Candy look I did for Instagram, and it turned out bomb.com. So yeah, I can't tell you if I love this palette or not. I am gonna keep playing with it, and I will let you know. Another Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This one is Prism, obviously. Actually, also I have the Bad Habit Aurora palette. This palette is obviously duping the Prism palette. I mean, the shades are the same, not in the same order. Be honest with you, like, these, I did a video on this as well, so if you guys want to see that, I will also leave that in the description box. But these are seriously just as good as the Anastasia. There's only like one color that I don't like as much as the Anastasia. I like this color Lure better than Haze in the Aurora. Am I saying that right? Aurora? Aurora palette. Like, this one in the Anastasia is just a little more deep. Like, you can see that the Anastasia one is a little more deep than the Bad Habit one. But other than that, like, they seriously, like, are almost spot on. I love these both, and I really haven't got a ton of use out of them, but that's why I'm doing a declutter, is so I can try to play with them. I mean, I don't need 12 of the same shades. I don't use either of these, so I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm gonna keep the ABH one. So next is the Violet Voss Pro hashtag palette. This palette, let me tell you something. This is why, like, I'm super shocked about the Flamingo palette. I got the Flamingo palette first, and then I got this. But, like, the blendability of this palette is amazing. Like, the shimmers are lackluster. I don't like the shimmers in it. But the mattes in this, like, this is my go-to neutral palette. Seriously, like, I wish that the colors were a hair bit darker. Like, they could have switched out a couple of these shades. I don't know. I just feel like there could have been more mattes in here rather than shimmers. Because I don't like the shimmers, I don't love them. I wish there was more mattes in here and they would have a little bit more variety. But I'm keeping it because I love it. Thirsty palette, Jeffree Star. Keeping it, no doubt about it. I love these shimmer shades. Like, they're unlike anything I have ever used before. And on top of that, I love the variety of colors in here, and these blues are bomb.com. And this is just such a blendable palette. This is actually just an O for Z palette. I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't need it. I don't buy very many single shadows. So I've been keeping this. This is actually the fake Lorac Pro Mega 3 palette. This is not really the real one. I bought this off somebody. They scammed me. It's not horrible, to be honest with you, but it does weird things inside the pan. You probably can't even really see that. Yeah, they do like weird things in the pans. Like, it gets like that hard layer on it. I mean, for it being a fake, it's like not horrible. I've been holding on to this because, well, I want to do like a dupe, or not a dupe, a fake video. If I get rid of this, I'm throwing it away because I'm not giving that to somebody. I don't condone buying fake makeup, so don't do it. You don't know what's in here. It's not a good idea. Please do not buy fake makeup. I did not know that this was fake when I purchased it, and I probably shouldn't put it on my eyes, but leave that up to us dumbass YouTubers to do the dumb stuff, and you guys learn from our mistakes. Please, God, do not buy no fake makeup. I'm gonna keep it for now. If I don't do that video within the next like 6 months, I will throw this away. So if you guys watched me when I first started doing YouTube, you know that like I bought this palette, actually, the 3502, as my first Morphe palette. And I actually liked neutrals then, and I do like this palette, but this is why I don't buy Morphe anymore. Like, and if I do, it's very rare that I do. Like, I mean, look at that shimmer. It's beautiful. Like, the shades in here are so nice. I do love Morphe's formula. I don't care what anybody says. I personally like them. I recommend Morphe to people, but I literally bought like 4 or 5 of their 35 series palettes, and then like 3 of their 15 ones, they're like newer ones, and I quit buying them because how many brown shades can you literally do, Morphe? How many? I had the 35F, I sold it to a friend, and also I had the 15N and the 15D, and I sold both of those as well. I've gotten rid of all of my older Morphe palettes like this, except for these 2, and then there's the 35B, which is up there. We'll get to that in a minute. And then I have this one, which you can't even buy, but I think in Morphe stores. I don't know if you can still buy this. This is all shimmers. This is the 35E, and actually I forgot I had this, and this is just nice to have because if I can't get a shimmer in another palette, I can always reach for this because it has a lot of different colors in it. And this is the only one I've kept because of, well, sentimental value, and occasionally from time to time I do still use this, so I am going to keep those 2. And then I have this Juvia's Place Z palette type thing, which has all of my Sephora shadows. I don't know why the color does not look nearly as vivid on camera as it does in person, but I love these Sephora single shadows. They're actually really nice. I want more of them in different colors, and I tend to start going to buy them while they're on sale, and this is actually one of my favorite colors of all time. It is so stunning. It just looks wet with some glitter. It's seriously beautiful, and I love this color for a brow bone highlight. They're just bam. Okay, so a stack of these palettes. I have the Modern Renaissance. I won't even lie, I don't even know if this is the real one. I bought this secondhand from somebody because I wanted it super bad. I don't even use this, but I have it because I have it. I mean, I reach for this for certain shades out of it sometimes, but like I said, I don't even know if this thing is real or not. I probably should get rid of it, but I mean, if this is fake, look at this pigmentation, yo. Like, they're super buttery and soft. So, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. And then I have the Lorac Unzipped, the original. And I'm keeping this, and sadly, I'm keeping it for one reason, and one reason alone. Lorac shadows are great to me. They're super chalky, but they are, like, look at this. That's a white shade. What? They're super beautiful. They're great on the eyes. I'm keeping this because this was my very first high-end palette that I ever bought retail in a store. Like, I went to Ulta and the lady recommended this and one of the Urban Decay Naked palettes, and I picked this up and I'm keeping it. It's crazy because I bought that palette in 2017, and now that was my very first like high-end palette before all of these ones that I'm showing you guys, and this is how far I've come. Okay, and then I also have the Lorac Ocean Sunset palette, and I'm keeping this because I literally got this because of this shade right here. Wow, you can't even see it on camera, but it's so pretty. I like it, so I'm keeping it. Okay, I'm gonna just run through this little stack. I'm keeping my NARS Narcissist Wanted palette because this is, as I said, in my 2018 favorites. This is not sold no more, unfortunately, but after buying this, I want so many more NARS eyeshadows. This is my favorite neutral palette. Love it to death, keeping it. This is the Lorac Pro Matte palette. It is literally 8 shades. They are very basic shades, but let me tell you what, like, these colors are seriously awesome. You cannot get pigment like that. This is like the perfect little mini matte palette for doing a quick cut crease, an all matte cut crease, or an all matte look. Perfect. So this is the Ace Beauty Grandioso palette. I just stuck my finger all through it. I've used this once. These colors are actually really pigmented and beautiful, but I don't know, I don't see myself using it. I have pretty much all these shades in other palettes, so I am going to get rid of that. Okay, so this is the Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal palette. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I remember vividly thinking when I touched just this shade, I literally think I've only used that shade. First off, look at that. These are so chalky. Like, I don't think I have ever used a chalkier eyeshadow in my life. Like, oh my god. I wish you guys could feel that shade. It is the chalkiest thing I have ever used in my life. No, it's gone. So these are my only 2 ColourPop palettes, and I got this one in a BoxyCharm, and I ordered this one. I don't have a lot of ColourPop products because they just don't wow me. Their eyeshadows are nice, but their colors are so boring to me. Like, in both of these palettes, there's only like one color in each that I absolutely love, and I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna keep a whole palette for one color, so I'm actually gonna get rid of both of these. Ooh, yeah. So this is IBY Beauty, and I won't lie, I kind of knocked this brand a little bit because I was like, oh, it's a cheap brand. I think you can literally get it at the dollar store. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's Beauty Creations. But anyway, this is the City Limits by IBY Beauty, and if you guys watch my Yes Oh Yes subscription box video, I got this palette in that month's box. This palette is bomb. These are so soft and so buttery and so blendable. One swipe. This is a bomb palette. I'm definitely keeping this. Okay, more Morphe palettes. So this is my Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. You guys have probably all seen these. This one is Bling Boss. This one is Dark Magic. This one is my favorite. This one is Ring the Alarm. I literally think I've used 2 colors out of this one. I'm not in love with it. And then this one is Armed and Gorgeous, and I do like this one. I took these to my boyfriend's mom's over Christmas break because we stayed up there, and these are actually a really good travel like palette kit, so you have options and it's very compact, so I'm definitely gonna keep this. So this came in a boxy charm as well. I have loved every Pretty Vulgar item I have ever received except for this. This is the Nightingale palette. I hate this palette. Like, I hate to say that, but like, I hate this palette. It reminds me of like jeans. The colors in here are just, no. They're not my cup of tea. This is definitely going. So these are my NYX palettes. I've got this for Christmas from my boyfriend, and I really haven't done a whole lot of makeup since Christmas because my face was really broke out recently, and I had an allergic reaction to something. So these I've heard wonderful things about, so I can't wait to use that. I'm definitely keeping it. Also, I got this for myself. This plastic is on here so weird. It's like wrapped around the whole thing. Oh my god, that was like the hardest thing to get off. Anyways, this is the Sugar Trip Squad palette, and I instantly was attracted to this. I mean, look at those colors. I've heard mixed reviews on this as well, but I really want to try it. I bought it, so why not? So I'm gonna keep both of these palettes. And this palette is the Alamar Cosmetics palette. I have yet to use it. I think this came in like August boxy charm. I haven't even touched these colors. Like, they are beautiful, don't get me wrong, and I would really like to try this brand, but I just haven't gotten around to using it. But their newest palette honestly looks beautiful. That I'd rather have that one than this one. So because I have not touched this, and I have basically all these shades, if not pretty close, I am going to give this away as well. So I'm going to put that in a giveaway too. I've got a pure Bronze and Brighten palette that I've gotten from a boxy charm, and I actually really enjoy this as a highlighting shade. It's super pretty. I don't use this because, I mean, it's shimmery as hell, and I don't use this because, well, it's shimmery as hell. But I am going to keep this. Sucks to keep it for one shade, but I'll use it up, throw it away. This is the ABH Aurora palette. I keep this. I don't know why, to be honest with you. I bought this. I think I bought this. Did I buy this, or did somebody give this to me? Where the hell did I get this from? I don't know. I mean, it's a glow kit. It's pretty. I have not used this. I think I've literally swatched this shade. It's pretty. I love highlighters. I can't get rid of highlighters, so I'm keeping it. This is the Afterglow palette by Urban Decay. I think this was the second one they did, not the first one. I've got this for Christmas last year, and I like it. I've heard so many people say such bad things about it, but I love this. I think it looks so natural in the skin, but like, they're pretty, so I'm keeping it. This is the Naked Cosmetics Holographic Highlighter Collection. I think this is my favorite highlighting palette because, well, one, I mean, look at these colors. You get such a wide variety of colors, and on top of that, like, I think this beats my Aurora Glow Kit because this is like the perfect palette for all different colors. I use this for inner corner highlights on my fun bright looks. I use it for highlighter. I use this so much. I love this palette. So this is something that was sent to me in PR as well. This is the Miss Rose Glow Kit. This is obviously a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I did break this shade and tried to repress it. Don't know why, because it's not like I will ever use this shade. But these are actually really pretty. yeah, like they're beautiful, and I think I can use all of these shades except for this one, but I can use it on the eyes, so I'm definitely keeping this, and I'm gonna give it another go. This is makeup I got off Wish. It doesn't say anything on it. This I honestly thought was gonna be way bigger than what it is, and as you can see, I have used the living crap out of this. Like, this is something I would actually recommend for people to get off Wish if I could recommend getting makeup that is questionable, if that makes sense. Like, I don't recommend you buying makeup off Wish, but like, I was actually pretty satisfied with this. So, I mean, I've kept it, but at this point I have a lot better palette, so I am gonna throw this away. Speaking of, here is my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. I'm gonna keep this because it's one of the best. And then also I have the Master Contour by Maybelline. I have dug into this shade. I mean, it's still got some use in it. The highlighter is not that great. I mean, it's good for subtle. The blush is way too pink for my liking, but this still has some use in it. I don't use it, so I am gonna give this to somebody. Actually, I forgot that this was in here. So this is the 25C by Morphe, obviously. I forgot I bought this. I remember I bought this because I seen it on this like buy sell trade thing, and I had never heard of this, and you couldn't buy it online yet, and I was so excited. And then like right after I bought it, you could buy it offline. I don't use this. I forget I have it, to be honest with you. It's Morphe. I like Morphe, but like I said, how many brown shades can you do? So yeah, I mean, it's basically brand new. I used it like one time in a video and I haven't used it since, so she's gonna go. This is the Athena palette by Bad Habit. This was a dupe for which Huda Beauty palette? I think this one was Desert Dusk. I actually really enjoy the pigmentation in here, and I like these colors. These are so soft and so buttery, and they're just nice, so I'm gonna keep it. And then I have the Pure Soiree Diaries. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I liked it a whole lot, and it is actually really nice, but not my kind of style, so getting rid of it. Next we also have the BoxyCharm in Pure, I don't know what the hell this is called. This palette is flippin' weird to me. I don't understand the color story. I don't like it. I mean, like, the shadows are nice. Pure makes really nice shadows. They're not the most pigmented thing I've ever used in my life, but they're nice. I just, no. And then we have the BH Cosmetics Festival palette. I used it one time, and I have not used it since. So I definitely want to use this more. It's not as colorful as I first thought it was, but it's colorful enough for me to like it, so she's staying. Okay, so I have this Tarte Throw Kindness Around like confetti palette. This was a limited edition palette, so this smells delicious. But you guys, I don't think I even have used this. I think I have swatched it. And don't get me wrong, Tarte shadows are buttery, but the reason I don't have Tarte palettes is because they're so boring. Like, can you do something else, please? Anything else? So this is a Winky Lux kitten palette we got in BoxyCharm a while back. I don't use this. I knew I wasn't going to use it when I first got it, but I used it anyway. It's nice and all, but I'm going to get rid of it. This is another Hush palette. This is the Dream State by Bad Habit. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this. Probably because I was like, oh my god, these are beautiful. And they truly freaking are. But like, I don't reach for this. It's basically shimmery shadows with sparkle in them. They're really nice topper shades, but I don't use this, but I really want to keep it. So I think I'm going to. Anastasia Glow Kit I'm gonna keep because I do use this from time to time. Very nice. I like Anastasia. This is the Jeffree Star Platinum Ice palette. I don't have any other Jeffree Star, what are these, highlighters? And these are so nice, but like I don't understand it because some of these are more pigmented than others, like Ice Cold, obviously blinding. The ones that were newer for this palette, I don't know, like they're not as great as some. And this one's like got like the weirdest texture to it. Yeah, see, can you guys see it? Like, you see how Canary Bling is so much smoother, and then the Pink Chill is like rough. It's weird, but I do enjoy this palette, so I'm gonna keep it. I don't know, again, why I have the packaging. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed everything off my vanity, and I'm pretty much gonna talk about that stack and a couple of these as a whole. So this is my Kat Von D Saint Center palette, and you guys, I had to have this palette. Had to have it. I bought this and I paid so much money for it, and I don't use it. I don't know. I don't understand the colors in it. It's really hard to make a full look out of this unless it's like a neutral shade. Like, none of these colors are usable. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. And like, they're very chalky. Like, they're not horribly pigmented. Like, the shimmers are beautiful, they're nice, but like the mattes are just so chalky. Like, and some of them do the weirdest thing, like this green right here. I don't know if you can see that spot right there, but it's like hard on top and doing that bullshit that some eyeshadows do, and that's really freaking obnoxious when that happens. It's not a palette that I love and that I use. I kind of want to keep it for sentimental value, but then again, like, I need to make room in my collection, so sadly I really think I'm gonna part ways with this. Okay, so this is my Morphe 39A Dare to Create. I bought this the first time they launched it, and I really do enjoy this palette. I have done quite a lot of looks with this, and I mean, all the colors are wonderful as usual. So per usual, I'm gonna keep it. Okay, you guys have seen this palette a million times. It is discontinued, and I'm sorry, because this is a highly recommended palette by myself. This is I would say this is literally one of my favorite, if not my favorite palette to date. I really wish they would bring this back, but this palette is seriously the best. And I know that there's a lot of like brands that dupe this palette. I've heard that a lot of them are very good, but still to this day I've gotten a lot of use out of this palette. Still have not hit pan on one color. And actually I bought one a while back to do a giveaway with before it was discontinued, and I ended up losing it, and the girl that won did not end up wanting that palette. Because I told her, I said, hey, look, I'll just repurchase you a palette and I'll let you actually choose which one you want. And she chose a different one. And then I ended up finding the 35B that I lost like months later. So I actually have an extra one that I have put up for a giveaway. So yeah, if you guys are interested in maybe one day soon winning this palette, definitely subscribe. Jaclyn Hill palette. So it's kind of funny with this. But anyway, I remember I did not want to buy this when it first came out. I was like, hell no, I'm not buying that. Those colors are so boring. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care to have it. I don't know what the hype is. But the thing is, I finally bought it because I was like, well, what the hell? Why not? But you guys, seriously, this is one of the best Morphe palettes. If you do not have this palette, it's worth the money. It's great. I love this palette and I've gotten a lot of use out of it, so I'm keeping it. I'm just gonna talk about these as a whole. So this is every single Juvia's Place palette that I own. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So literally like the only two that I don't own is the Nubian 1 and the Nubian 2. But I actually just got this little mini Nubian palette from Allure subscription box, and I'm kind of happy I got this rather than the big one, because, like, don't get me wrong, the big one is, I'm sure, beautiful because I love Juvia's Place, but I don't use a lot of browns, so there's no sense in me having it. And I took this also to my boyfriend's mom's for Christmas, and you can get so many different looks out of just these 6 colors. So, like, you have multiple options, which I wish other palettes would do, and instead of putting like 30 of the same color or shade in there. Let me just tell you right now, I'm not getting rid of any of these. I'm just not. I'm gonna put them in order from favorite to least favorite real quick though for you guys. Okay, so this is the order that I have. So from the top, which is my most recommended, is the Zulu, and then it is the Saharan 2, the Magic palette, and then both the blush palettes. Doesn't really matter, they're both beautiful, it just depends on your skin tone really. So those ones are pretty much tied. Then the Afrique, the Festival, this pink one here that doesn't have a name, is the Masquerade, and then it is the Douce, or the Douce. Then we've got the regular Saharan, and then we've got the newest one, the Tribe. Okay, so the only reason why the Tribe is on bottom, and honestly the Afrique, the colors in this I like better than some of the other palettes, and that is the only reason it is in the middle. Like, I like Juvia's formula, I love their formula, but like, seriously, the bigger the brand gets, it's like the worse they get. I hate to say that because I love their eyeshadows, but you can see that like these mattes are not that great. But like, have a gander at this, okay? This is the Zulu, this is an older palette, and this is the mattes in here. Like, look at that yellow compared to this yellow. It's just better. Some Juvia's Place palettes can be very chalky, but I personally love them. They're some of my favorite formula. I will not get rid of none of them. And actually, I've picked up a couple extra for giveaways because I really want other people to try these palettes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and organize, and then I will be right back. Okay guys, so this is it. These are all the palettes I'm getting rid of, and I did a quick count. I kept 55 palettes and I am getting rid of 22. So in total, that is 77 palettes. Wow. So yeah, this is my piles of palettes I'm getting rid of. So I have 22 to get rid of or give away. That is not including the stuff I already have in giveaway boxes. And then I kept 55 that I put in here, and I've also put a couple on top of my vanity that I use more often. So some of these will be going in future giveaways, some of these will be going to friends, family, and some will just be thrown away. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more declutter videos. Like, I can just do a couple drawers at a time, or if you want to see like foundation and stuff like that, comment down below and I will be sure to get on that for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and if this video gets to 50 thumbs up, I will do another declutter video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!